Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to a new installment of a series here on HN we call Annotated. Now with Annotated, we go into the how, why, and explained behind some of the most popular current and upcoming film and television franchises. And with this installment of Annotated, we'll be talking about Penny Dreadful and the upcoming new spiritual successor series, Penny Dreadful City of Angels, which is premiering soon on Showtime. And with this, we decided to really cover the characters and concepts from the previous Penny Dreadful show leading up to the new series, because even on its own, it's an amazing show, but there's a lot to go into with concepts, mythical characters, and events which may or may not be referenced or featured at some point with City of Angels. So regardless of a crossover, the old show is fantastic and worth highlighting, so when the opportunity arose, we decided to take it. But hopefully this gets you guys either into the series or more interested in the series if you've maybe seen one episode. So let us know what you guys think and certain things you'd like to see us cover. And with all that said and done, let's get into it. In Penny Dreadful, werewolves have a very interesting mythological connection to vampires and also physical servants of Lucifer, such as nightcomers. And this is because in Penny Dreadful, God created the Lupus Dei, aka the Wolf of God, to fight against Lucifer and Dracula's forces on Earth. And this is the Penny Dreadful explanation essentially for the rivalry between werewolves and vampires who serve under Dracula. And under a full moon, a potentially normal, even peaceful person will turn into an uncontrollable beast, which is a transformation that provides at least a partial beast-like appearance composed of a larger stature, claws, larger ears, wolf-like eyes, and enlarged canine teeth. And they also grow fur across their bodies and head, although their faces stay rather human-like, so to speak. Their mentality when transformed is very interesting as well, as it's similar to a wild beast, hunting animals and humans without prejudice. Easily angered, a werewolf can enter periods of rage where they slaughter groups of people and animals without hesitation. The abilities of werewolves in Penny Dreadful consist of superhuman strength, speed, agility, senses, and durability. The curse of becoming a werewolf can also be passed on as well, not just through biting another human, but sharing blood as well. And in the Penny Dreadful universe, something really interesting, expanded on in the comics that were more or less sequels to the TV series, is the fact that a werewolf form can be somewhat controlled by human consciousness through a practice of meditation and hypnosis. So in fiction, werewolves in pop culture are usually made to be the historical rivals of vampires, and I'm really not going to dwell on the fictional interpretation of werewolves shown in things like Twilight. Instead, we're going to focus on the version that was a huge inspiration for Penny Dreadful, which was the 1941 Universal film The Wolfman, which features a character named Larry Talbot, aka the Wolfman, who is an Englishman who returns home when his brother dies in an accident. During a wolf attack one night, or what he thinks is a wolf attack, he fights and kills the creature using a walking stick with a silver head at the end of it, but in the process gets bitten. Through that, the curse of being a werewolf is passed on to Larry, who proceeds to become one until his death. Now in folklore, Europe was definitely the most popular location for werewolf stories, although other regions across the world also contain things like were-panthers, were-leopards, were-lions, were-tigers, were-hyenas, were-jaguars, and really were-cats in general. Depending on the region and culture, some had divine purposes, while others were more so magical abominations. Connecting to the Penny Dreadful interpretation of werewolves, there was actually a unique mythology in current-day Latvia during the late 1600s. It was said werewolves were nicknamed Hounds of God, and were tasked by God to battle witches and demons. This was quite an unusual take versus others, since many stories featured gods, saints, monotheistic version, or mythological figures punishing a human by cursing them into werewolves. It was also believed in certain regions of the world that a werewolf was really the physical wrath of the devil. So all things considered, pretty interesting in Penny Dreadful. Definitely if you're watching the series, it's one of the more kind of built up things as the series progresses. It's not thrown in there straight out from the get-go, so it's kind of an interesting build-up, but definitely one of the coolest additions to the Penny Dreadful universe. Leave your comments down below. What do you guys think? And we'll see you guys later.